Shout out to Smooth and Groove for putting those smoothies
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Chris Jordan. I'm here with VMH Magazine. We got the one and only Keon Davis, y'all, with Smooth and Groove. It's a food truck, man. It's crazy. He's gonna tell us all about it. Keon, tell us how you got started with it.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Hey, look, it's an amazing day. It's an amazing opportunity to be with the magazine. But I just wanted to share a little bit about my story, man. I started from Anderson, Indiana. I graduated from Tuskegee University. I played football, pledged Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And from there, man, I wanted to create my own. So I came out, graduated college. I started selling cars, so selling cars, doing real good with it. But what happened was I realized that in selling cars, the money really isn't mine. You know what I mean? So at any time, any day, they can tell me that I got to go, And so I decided, I was like, you know what? I was reading this book called The Alchemist. And I was like, well, from there, I got to figure out my personal omen. I got to figure out my personal destiny. And so I figured that I can do something on my own. So long story short, I was reading that book every day. And 2 months later, man, I quit the job and started my company.
2 months later, he quit the job and started his own company. I mean, anything is possible. So how long you been in the food truck business?
So I've been in the business for about 8 years. I started inside of a gym. And then from there, I had the opportunity to go on campus at Auburn University. So they was like, hey, look, have you ever thought about putting your concept in a food truck? And I was like, nah, but if that's what it take to get on campus, then I'm all in, right? So that was the first initial idea of even creating a food truck.
What was the initial concept that pushed them to push you to the food truck? I understand what you just mentioned.
So the thing was that, being at Auburn University or being in Auburn in general, the all or be all. If you're in business, you want to try to do business with the campus, right? All the kids on campus is 40, 50,000 plus people over there. So if you're doing business with them, then you pretty much made it in their eyes, right? So the idea was like, hey, what do I need to do to get on campus? And so he was like, hey, look, we got an opportunity. You can put your idea or concept in a food truck. Because at the time I was in the gym. Okay. So they're like, hey, yeah. So they're like, hey, if you want to get on campus, let's do it in the truck. And I'm like, all right, bet. So that's kind of where it started. The idea started.
So out of all the ideas of food on a food truck, why smoothies?
Well, really, when I started my company, man, I used to love the California raisins, right? So if you kind of look at my logo, you kind of see some similarities between the California raisins with the glasses, the Ray-Bans with the gloves, and just that whole vibe that they had. You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize they sold raisins. You know what I'm saying? As fun as their commercials were, as fun as the characters and toys were, all they did was sell raisins, right? Yeah. So I love that concept. So when I started my company, I wanted something along the same lines, but not, just something fun. I didn't want to make a menu that was like, hey, tropical passion or mango heaven, right? I wanted the nay-nay. I wanted the ooh kill 'em, right? I wanted to do something a little different that when you looked at it, it was more than a smoothie.
Right. So your drinks are named after dances, basically, right? And so we're gonna create some dances for these drinks. I'm assuming this year.
Yes. Oh yeah. So I mean, the thing is that when I thought about my menu, I knew that if I created a dance out of the menu, I would always stay relevant, right? We come up with a new dance 2 or 3 a year, right? That are the hottest dance in the world. So right now, everybody's doing these dance challenges and that type of deal. So I knew that, hey, if I needed to create a smoothie, I could just name it after the hottest dance, and that'd be the number one selling product on my truck at the time. Right. You know what I mean? So I will always be able to stay relevant.
I love that concept, and I definitely love that idea. Okay, so we see where you got started. We see, how you run it. So what are you looking to do in the future with your food truck? Are you expanding? Are you just gonna sell smoothies? Take us on your journey with what you see in the future for yourself.
So before we moved to Atlanta, in Alabama, I had about 6 or 7 stores, right? So I had a store inside Walmart. I had a couple standalone stores and that type of deal. So unfortunately, I lost a lot of money, which moved me to Atlanta, right? So the plan is keep running the food trucks, but we're gonna actually open up our own stores, right? Have our own stores, but they're gonna leverage each other. So the store is gonna leverage the truck, and the truck is gonna leverage the store. So our trucks are typically gonna be like our marketing campaign, right? So we can get out in the streets, we can get out and about and be different places, but essentially, within the next couple of years, we're going to be the largest thing in the smoothie industry, right? Okay. And when I tell you the largest thing in the smoothie, I mean the largest thing in the smoothie industry, which means that anything dealing with smoothies, you're going to have to come through us, right? And we're looking to do a whole lot of different things. We're looking at putting some stuff in retail. We're looking to do some stuff as far as shipping, customer to direct to customer. And so just our goal for that is just, I mean, to take every opportunity we can within the smoothie game, right, and make it our own.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The smoothie game is about to be Keon Davis's job. I'm just letting y'all know. You heard it here first, okay? So we got the expansion of the stores. We got the expansion of the smoothies. Tell us what your top selling smoothie is.
Oh, what's today? So typically our top selling smoothie, in all honesty, right? What I do with my team is that I train them on a certain type of way, and we call that our 5 steps to superb customer service, right? So one of the things that we do is we edify a smoothie, right? We edify our drink. But the thing is that my concept is that as a consumer, right? We're not very smart as a consumer. None of us, right? So we always want to go somewhere, and I'm guilty of it every time. I don't want to make the decision, right? I'd rather go to a restaurant and ask the waitress what's her favorite, right? Or what's his favorite, you know what I mean? So, and then I'll go off of their suggestions. But a lot of times what happens is when we do that, we may get something that we don't really enjoy because it's their favorite, right? Everybody got different taste palettes, right? What you like, I may not like, right? But I left it up to you to make the decision for me, right? So what we did was we eliminated that step. So one thing that we do all the time is we ask, what's your favorite fruit, right? We want to know your favorite fruit. So now we put you in the driver's seat. Now from there, we can guide you on what we need you to get that you would enjoy. Because we don't want you to, you may not like ginger in your smoothie. I love ginger in my smoothie, right? So I give you that. Now you got a bad experience. Now you want another smoothie. Now all these different things, and you don't have the customer experience that we want you to have based on that one decision. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we try to make sure we do. So it really depends on, as far as the best smoothie, it just depends on the person's palate. And everything that you get, we're going to make sure that it's the best thing that you ever had in your life.
You hear that, guys? You got to find this smoothie truck, man. It's going to be riding down your street. It's going to be riding in your area. I promise you, this summer, it's going to be crazy lit, okay? Find the truck, get your favorite drink, get your favorite fruit in mind. And if you don't know what your favorite fruit is, you might want to go searching because your smoothie depends on it. All right, guys, it's Chris Jordan with BMH Magazine. Keon Davis, Smooth and Groove.